there's a chill around Eden. There's a slight smell of peppermint in the air and a small jingle throughout the city. The city is wrapped up in beautiful LED lights that twinkle and shine around every nook and cranny of the city. Even the walls of Eden have a nice little glimmer to them. We find ourselves in Lancaster Manor, where a fire is set in the living room, all of the electronics are turned off, and there's a slight smell of gingerbread in the kitchen. Everyone seems to be having a good time. The door suddenly opens, and there is Hood dragging in a large evergreen tree from the forest, getting ready for Yule in Eden. Now, a little background on Yule in Eden. Because we are now out of the Christ phase of everything, we're more into a Scientology sort of plot line. Christmas is no longer what this is called. We are going back to its original views of Yuletide. So we will be calling this holiday Yule only for that purpose. It's okay if you slip up. I will not curse you. So, what is everybody doing?
Michael is setting up lights and stuff on the roof.
Okay. Remi?
Remi is currently coordinating the decorating of the Christmas tree and where to put it and putting up of the Christmas decorations.
Hood's just like holding the tree. He's just like, so right here.
No. A little bit more to the left.
Remi, right here.
No. Now more to the right.
Remi!
No. I don't like it in this room anymore. Let's go take it over into this room here. Follow me.
Oswald's passed out on the couch.
I went outside.
River is looking at sort of just like a total non-Christmas book on a tablet, and she's just like, if I'm gonna be very funny about this, River is reading definitely a not safe for work book, just like right next to us.
She's on fucking Wattpad.
She's reading BDSM.
I'm just definitely passed out on the couch like I usually am.
So as the day goes by, everybody returns into the living room, and Rodney is helping Hood set up the tree to Remi's perfect expectations. And Oswald is still passed out. He's been passed out for several hours. River is not concerned. Neither is Shade. And Michael, you are down from putting lights on the house. The house is... It's okay. It looks... for what you had, it looks good.
Okay. I'll take that.
So Remi, Oswald, and River all start noticing their pendants start glowing. The ones that they have gotten from WINSTON from when they woke up from the dreamscape. And before I do this voice, boys and girls, I want to say this is for everybody that's in the Zencastr chat right now. I've been watching a lot of Dimension 20. So I've been watching a lot of Brennan Lee Mulligan do some fun, wacky voices, and so I finally figured out what WINSTON's voice is going to canonically be. Congratulations. So
I'm ready for this.
So the pendants start glowing. They start feeling really warm. And suddenly, in the middle of the living room, a man appears in his top hat and in his luxurious garb, and he goes, "Merry Christmas!" Oh wait,
Oswald
no, you
flips
guys
to
didn't
his
tell
other
that
side.
here. Oh, wait, no, you guys don't celebrate that here. Oh, no, it's Yule here. That's right. Happy Yule! Sorry, there's so many dimensions, you know?
Oswald throws a pillow at him and says, I'm trying to sleep. Leave me alone.
Winston catches the pillow and he goes, oh, Oswald.
Oswald just starts snoring very loud.
He takes the pillow and literally whacks you with it. He goes, don't you know it's Yule? It's time to get up, Oswald.
Should I roll to see if I even react to that?
If you want to.
What would that be?
Just, I don't know. Awareness?
Yeah, that would be awareness. I get a +6 to that. And part of the reason I want to roll is because I found a D20 that like I bought a long time ago that I apparently lost, and it's back again. So I try this out. That's 16 plus 6.
Oh yeah, you notice it.
I try to pretend like I'm asleep, but it doesn't work.
He casually ignores you and looks over at Remi and Michael, and he goes, You're new. I did not see you in the dreamscape. However, Remi! It's been so long, my dear. Have you had a good Yule so far?
Hold on. I thought you said for a hot minute that he didn't recognize that Remi was in the dreamscape, and I'm trying to...
Michael?
Okay, Michael, and then you said someone, like, was it, you saw Remi and Michael in the same room?
Yes, he turns around, sees Remi and Michael, says, I don't know you, you're new. Remi, oh my god.
I think that's why I was confused, because I was like, well, why is he addressing that to the both of us?
No, he was addressing that to Michael.
I'm so sorry. I was so confused for a hot minute. I was like, what the fuck, Winston? Okay. You bitch! Remi turns around and does like the kiss, darling kind of move. And she's like, do you think the tree looks better over here? And then she points to exactly where it was before when Hood originally had it set up, or over there.
Let's see. Oh, it would definitely be a lot better over there. It has way too much of a, it's too confined over there, love. It's way too confined.
All right, Hood, move it. Why didn't you set it up over here in the first place?
Hood's like, Remi! And he goes, oh, is that your prince, love? I remember drawing him.
Gross.
Okay, you're still having issues with that. Are you going to try for that one? He points at Michael, because that one's just as cute.
I go, he's an intern who was recently promoted.
He was an intern. Wild. Okay. Do you guys enjoy this voice? Because I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it fits.
It does.
Thank
it's better than the hodgepodge of what's Winston gonna sound like today.
Yeah, so I decided this in the car, and I was just like, you know what, Brennan Lee Mulligan might be onto something.
Just straight up Cockney. Beautiful.
So, wild. Okay. You, what is your name? And he's pointing at you, Michael.
My name is Michael. Who are you? He's like very unsure with this.
You definitely just watched a man just pop out of the pendant and act like he owned the place. Like that's the seriousness of the situation.
I roll my eyes and I just go, Michael, this is God.
He goes, no, not the God. You're a God. Oh, I'd love to be a god. Oh God, it's late.
It's not that late.
I'm old.
Oh my God.
So, he goes, oh, I guess I go by Winston, yes. I go by Winston. However, my god name is Morpheus. I am the god of dreams. And he points to his head, like, with... He's a little bit wacky. He seems to be have more of, like, the mannerisms of the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. I don't know if Michael would understand that reference. But yeah. So River's still, like, reading her book, and she goes, "Hey, Winston." And he goes, "River! Oh, I'm so happy you got out of that mess that you were in." And she goes, Yeah. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Ooh. NPCs mixing. Yeah. It's been it was a fucking nightmare. Winston, why are you here? Well, it's Yule, my dear. Okay, what does that have to do with anything? River, your name is literally joy. What do you think this holiday is about? Oh,
Oswald
fuck.
gets up at this point and he's like, "It's about not letting me get any sleep, apparently."
Oswald, do not leave me here with him. He is a dream god.
I mean, you
Is
have
Shade anywhere in the room?
Shade. Let's roll for Shade.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Shade is unfortunately in the room. She rolled a 4 to not be there, and she failed.
Because I was going to say, Shade's in the room. I'll just look at her and be like, "You want to go upstairs?"
Shade loves Christmas. Actually, she's been watching everybody put things up, and she's also really enjoying watching Remi basically yell at her brothers for the past hour and a half about moving an entire ass tree probably 6 times now in 2 different spots that are exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Shade doesn't want to really leave. She's having a good time. And now that Winston's here, she really doesn't want to leave. And she goes, "No, I just want to stay here. Stay here. Come on. Everything will be okay." And River's obviously looking over it, but she, like, will stay because Winston is here.
All right. He just Oswald kind of sighs, and then you see, like, the dimensional rift pop open above his head, and a cup of coffee falls out.
River, does it, like, drop it all, or does it, like, fall perfectly?
No, it falls perfectly. Like, I catch it by the handle.
And he goes, "Oh, that's new and exciting, Oswald. I didn't see you have that in the dreamscape. Everything just came out of your pockets."
Yeah, it kind of evolved on its own. I didn't do anything to cause that. It just happened, I guess.
So how did everybody... I like that, Oswald. I like that about you. That's interesting. You should keep that. That's going to come in handy a lot.
I don't think I can get rid of it, if we're being honest. I think it's just here.
That's good. I wonder what weird celestial being gave you that. We should probably figure that out. But you know what? I'm not even going. I'm too much paperwork, really.
Clearly the god of snacks.
Dionysus? No, he's just the god of wine. But that seems like that would be... Yeah, that seems like that would work, right? Like having the snacks come out and just be like, Dionysus party. But no, I guess not. Can you get alcohol out of that thing?
I'm pretty sure you can get anything. You just gotta think about it, and then it shows up.
I'm going to blame Dionysus.
The sound
Only
of
for this-
alcohol. Michael perks up.
Winston gathers everybody around. A very disgruntled Oswald, a very non-caring River, and he goes, "How is everybody doing this Yule? I haven't really spoken much to you since what had happened in the dreamscape. You're new, so you would not know." And he, like, points over to Michael, who's just like, "It was a wild and wacky adventure. It was crazy, really.
I punted a guy.
It's true, he did. It was a disgusting mess in that city for a few hours.
Hey, I
It's
helped
all
you clean it
cleaned
up.
up No, I just said you helped clean it up. It was great. I don't know why there was, like, some distinguishing force that didn't want you to do it, and then you did it anyways. It was fine. It was fantastic.
He just sips his coffee.
But, ask how everybody feels about Yule. Because it seems like there's half of you here that are just like really into it and just like, it's great. But then there's like River and Oswald over here who seem kind of just not as into it. And I just kind of want to get into that.
I mean, for me specifically, I didn't really have a family growing up, so
Yes.
kind of no point in Christmas if you're not with anyone.
And you, River? I mean, kind of the same deal. I grew up in foster families who didn't give a shit about anything, and I didn't really know I had a family until this year. How you doing over there, Robin? He's like fixing the tree, so he goes, "Shut up, Joy," and he goes, and she's like, "Yeah, sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it's fucking nice. Not gonna lie." He goes, "Well, you guys have family now, and wouldn't this be the perfect time to be celebrating? Especially, you're alive, the house is still here. Sure, Eden's under just the weird destructionary sort of thing, but, like, everything seems to be pretty okay now, and seems everybody has each other, and is pretty happy."
Yeah, you remember Peter, the other guy?
Yeah, yes, of course. You still have to take care of him so I can actually have most of my powers back, yes.
Yeah, we're kind of working with him right now, but only because Astoria is kind of a cunt, so...
I don't know much about Astoria as much as I do Peter.
Not much really to say other than she's a cunt. So
I'm gonna be very honest. When we were in the dreamscape together, I love you, everybody here. It's just so fantastic. I didn't really understand the full. I understand why Peter got you in the dreamscape. I understand that 100% entirely because you guys are rather strong for gifted individuals, and you seem to have a house of gifted individuals. Very good. You should keep that up. However. I don't know much about Astoria and really don't want to learn about that right now, because that honestly seems like a rather mess. However, what if you guys just take a little nap and maybe think more about this whole Christmas thing? Just a little bit more. Maybe just
I love Christmas. I don't know what the fuck these guys are complaining about.
Yes, Remi, I understand, but maybe you can put some of your love of Christmas from your heart into theirs.
Do you mean? And then her eyes get super big and turns into an anime elf. She goes, "I can finally spread Christmas cheer." And then she has like the little anime sparkle eyes.
Winston gets up. Winston you have to message Sarah to draw that now. Winston gets up. Like, she can just do, if she could just do a Remi with a stupid smiling face, I can turn your head into a GIF and have her have, like, sparkles in her eyes.
Anime sparkle eyes.
Yeah, I can do that. That's a doable thing I unfortunately do have the power to do.
Well, I mean, we're obviously going to have to pay her to make us into full anime looking kind of stuff. So I can't wait.
She did a very good job. So,
yes.
as soon as you're just like full Christmas cheer, he looks over at Michael too, right before he lifts up his finger and he goes, "You're coming along. You seem like you'd be fun." And he clicks his fingers and everybody passes out.
I'm outside on the roof, passed out. Oh no!
No, I told you you got off the fucking roof and you are in the living room now, motherfucker. He falls asleep. He's just sliding off the roof. Goodbye, Michael. That's the end of Michael's arc. Goodbye. He died. Oh well. So, everybody, it's really dark. It's really pitch black everywhere. And River wakes up, and then Oswald wakes up, and then Remi wakes up, and then Michael wakes up. As everybody starts waking up, nobody else has come with you. It is just River, Oswald, Remi, and Michael. those four are together in a collective circle. And as everything like starts clearing up, you guys notice that you're in a weird snowy patch of the city in Eden. So what do you guys do when you guys wake up? Basically in the middle of Eden and like basically the snow, but you guys can't really feel the snow. It doesn't feel cold or anything. It looks like snow. It's not cold. It's not anything. Tell me your reactions. Give me your reactions on stuff.
Looking around, like, kind of freaked out a little bit, like, what the hell just happened?
I'm kind of like, really wish I could have gotten a jacket before we came, but sure.
Remi is, in true childlike fashion, already built a snowman.
Okay.
Like, you see, like, everyone's reactions, and in the background, you just see Remi just building the snowman, and like, that, like, the whole anime thing. Like, she is in her element and is happy.
Remi.
Grabbing some rocks.
You have... Actually, how about Michael Oswald, I need you to give me a perception check. I am also giving myself one.
Okay. I have to log back into roll 20 because apparently
I don't see shit.
I think my perception was plus 12.
That's great. It's not high DC at all. Like even
I know,
Michael.
I still have to log back in because it logged me out because technology.
What's your
I'm already here.
No, I was gonna ask what your percentage was on your what was your modifier? Did you remember?
I didn't remember, no, but it was a plus 14 now that I see it.
Okay, you would have passed regardless.
Well, I rolled a 10.
So, it's not that hard. I just wanted to annoy you guys and make you roll. But as you guys look over at Remi, who's making a snowman, she's getting smaller.
What?
And looking a little less developed and kind of has this pink in her cheeks like a child.
What?
This is why I don't celebrate Christmas. So I don't turn into a child.
How old are we talking here, Allie?
You are probably around the age of 6 and 8.
Oh dear God, no.
Is
this like a going back through memories type thing?
No, I think it's gonna be like we have to reclaim that childlike wonder.
I will.
And Remi's already attained that, so check for Remi.
I mean, I'm gonna start walking towards her, trying to pick up rocks and stuff while I was doing it. While I was looking that way.
Okay.
To help out with the snowman.
Does anybody
building.
want to try? So River gets up and goes, Remi?
Hold on, let me see. What would Remi's child voice be?
Yeah. What you want?
And she like turns and she's like, what? I imagine she's full 6-year-old.
You're a child.
And I cross my arms and I go, and you're no walk in the park sometimes, either.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's not very nice. I don't know why you'd tell her that.
River has both her hands on her knees, and she is like cracking up. So
now, mind you, children tell you exactly how it is.
So
don't blame me for what is about to start coming out of Remi's mouth.
That's fine. So,
and
Remi,
also the coat that she's wearing has floppy arms, and she does not recognize this. Like, it is like you could tell that this is way too big on her, and it's adorable.
So, Remi, as you are said child, but I can't talk now. Oh my god, that was really funny. So Remi, as you turn into a child, you then get gifted with the memories of how River and Oswald spent their Yules, and it was dark and sad, and there was no one really around, so Yule really isn't a thing for them.
I think if anything, like, if going into my past, you'd probably see me, like, just on my computer with Jira and Pearl there.
No, she wouldn't, because you were a child. You didn't have Jira and Pearl yet.
Can we just say I had baby Jira and Pearl? They live a long time.
I know they do. You did not get Jira and Pearl because you did not give me a backstory yet, so I get to say you got Jira and Pearl when you got into Eden, which was probably, like, 18.
Fair enough.
So imagine as she sees the depressing display, she walks up to Oswald and then tries to put a hand on his shoulder, and she's like walking up and she's like, man, that's so depressing. And then she like tries to like put a hand on her shoulder, and then she's like jumping and she's like, and like she's like swinging her arm around, and then she's like, Oswald, it's not fair that you grew up into 10 feet tall. Get your butt down here to my size, please.
I grow to 30 feet just to spite her.
I'm just like, whoa. When did you get so big? And then she puts her arm up, and then her like full sleeve just like flops over, and you just see a little mound.
Right as you go into your 30 feet, the pretty snowy background sort of changes, and we're no longer in Eden. We are in the city Anchorage, and we see a small Oswald on his couch, away from his grandparents, away from everybody.
Am I sleeping?
You're playing on your phone right now.
I was gonna say, because if I'm sleeping, some things never change.
No, you're on your phone, right? You're playing a video game, because you really haven't been able, because that was one of your big character things, but you've never really gotten to show it. So you're playing video games right now, and from where the camera pans, you can see there's a little note on the fridge that says, at Yuletide party with friends, we ordered you a pizza, and it's in the fridge, and it's very obvious that Oswald was not invited to this Yuletide party. It's very obvious that either the people didn't know that Oswald was a thing, or they just don't, like, the people that invited him didn't know that Oswald was a thing, or just very obviously did not want him around. So it's just sort of a cold, snowy day in Anchorage, and it's very quiet, and Remi, you are the only one able to see this. This is all you, honey.
Can I say what Oswald is gonna do next?
Yes, you absolutely can. You can be little Oswald.
Okay.
Is this like when I look at Oswald I see this, or as I look out into the distance I see this?
When you look out into the distance, this is what you see. You are basically moved from where you were.
Okay.
As far as I get it, Big Oswald doesn't see this. So little Oswald, he's gonna like, he's playing his game, right? But he's like, eh. Hold on, now I have to do a little Oswald voice.
Yeah, I know, this is fun, right? I was the only one ever.
You know what? I'm hungry. I don't want to play this no more. I just,
Elena's having a reaction.
Oh my god, my cat just ran away.
He gets up. He goes to the pantry and he pulls out Krift mac and cheese.
There's cold pizza in the fridge too. That was also ordered.
Nah, but he wants Krift. Krift is good.
What's Krift?
I imagine
Krift.
at
It's the
this
non-copyright version of Kraft.
I'm going to make this. I'm going to make it and put it on shirts.
Do it.
I imagine just make it look super depressing too, like a really depressing mac and cheese box.
Oh yeah, no. There's one light on in the kitchen, and it's not even the main light. It's the light that's above the stove. He
Oh,
pulls out
dear
a
God.
really dingy-looking pot, fills it with water.
Oh my god!
He remembers to put the salt in before putting the noodles in, and when the water boils, the noodles go in.
I imagine like Remi walks up and she like has her face smushed up against like this imaginary window that only she can see, and like you can tell like she's looking at something, and you just hear her go, "Hold on, I'm trying to smoosh my face." Oh my god, this is so depressing! Oswald!
Looks like another night for me to have Kraft mac and cheese. This is the 10th night in a row. This is great. I love being alone.
Oswald! And then she... Oswald, let me in! Oswald, let me in!
Oswald, as baby Oswald, there's like a weird rift in the system, and you can see a little Remi trying to get into your apartment.
I open the door and I'm like, "Yeah, what do you want? I'm not religious, so if you're trying to get me to do something, go away. I'm just trying to make my Krift mac and cheese." Right?
Your old Oswald is the same person.
Legitimately, I can't handle it!
He's had a rough life, man.
I'm fucking crying! I love you so hard!
Look, man, if you're just gonna roll on the floor like that, I don't want you here, alright? I'm gonna go back to making my dinner, okay?
No, like, she's just standing there and she's like in just shock. I'm sorry, I'm literally crying. I have not laughed this hard in a while. Oh my god.
Glad I could have won.
I fucking need 8-year-old Oswald in every single fucking episode from now on. This is the episode that finally broke.
I feel like Winston just looks at Oswald and he's like, "Man, you really haven't changed, huh?"
This is the same
What are you
person.
talking about?
This is the same person.
Legitimately, there's no difference between 25-year-old
Relax.
Oswald and 8-year-old Oswald.
Relax.
So wait, Big Oswald can't see any of this happening, right?
No, he just sees. So basically, what you guys are seeing is this is a split second for Remi. Like, this is a split second. This entire scene is a split second, so nothing we really know. Actually, let's keep it interesting. That Remi that you guys thought you were watching disappears.
Like, I think as soon as, like, she smushes her face up against the window, she disappears.
Yeah, she's gone. She's not there no more.
Okay, so then, Remi, like, did you offer for her to come in through the door?
You haven't said what you're doing here
Okay,
yet, so
okay,
Oswald's
well,
not
like-
going to say anything.
Okay, so then, Remi
It's
just
very much
kind of,
Big Oswald, but in an 8-year-old body.
Remi just kind of stands there, and she's like, so you don't remember? Oh my god, what did I do before?
No, that worked. I like
Tiny, itty bitty tiny voice. Itty bitty tiny voice, but it's a little bit of country twang. So you don't remember me, Oswald? Oh my god.
Look, man, I don't know who you are, but like you're at my door and you haven't explained what exactly you want. So my noodles are getting overboiled. I gotta go get them.
Can I help you with the noodles? And then, when you're done, would you like to come out and play?
It's kind of weird. Someone I don't know just coming up to my door, not exactly telling me who you are.
Do you
Like,
have
does
dice
she-
in front of you?
I
Or
mean,
do you want to just roll?
I can roll on my character
Yeah.
sheet.
Roll on your character sheet. Roll me an intelligence real fast.
Okay.
But also, roll 2 of those, actually.
Okay, I got a 13 on the first one.
You
And
got
a
that
9 on
9
the
because
second
you
one.
are still an 8-year-old and now your brain has been there. So you're not really 100% sure what's going on because you definitely know Oswald. You think that he just needs a person right now, and
Okay.
you're like that kid that wants to welcome the new kid into class who isn't the one kid who isn't a cunt.
Okay, so then I look in and I go, "What's the thing? Is it called Krift?
Krift. Hold on, let me type it in for you.
Okay, Krift.
Krift. Krift with an I, and we're definitely not trying to avoid copyright.
Okay, so she like looks in and she's like on her tippy toes and she's like, "Oz, are you making some Krift mac and cheese?"
Krift is getting me more than the fucking Little Oswald is Morty thing. Yeah, I'm making it. It's the spiral noodles. They're my favorite. They're pretty good.
And then as Remi like kind of like looks again and she goes, "Now listen, have you ever tried," and she goes, "and this is completely wild. Some kid named Billy in my class showed me this the one time. Have you tried it with," and then she's like, looks at him and it was like almost like a drum roll, like she's waiting for like a drum roll, and then she's like, "with bacon."
We don't actually have any bacon.
Oh, that's okay. I heard that bologna does the same thing.
Yeah, we have that. It's like the weird stuff in the yellow pack that doesn't look real.
Oh, that's the best kind. And then she walks in and then she's like, "Do you mind if I help you a little bit?"
I mean, you're already in my house, so sure.
And then afterwards we can go outside and play in the snow. I've already started this really cool snowman that I've named Larry.
I see nothing out there because you made the snowman before you poured it over into this dimension. So.
I go, "You can't see it right now, but trust me, it's like," and then she like goes on a tiptoe and she has her hand up and she's like, "At least this high."
That's pretty high.
I know, and I did it all by myself.
Okay, let's go make the noodles. They're over boiling.
I'm just gonna make an episode where we're a bunch of 8-year-olds. This is great.
This is legit. Like, I'm just channeling my second graders from last year. Like, this is the effervescence that is second grade and preschool.
Jesus.
I love this. We need to have like another like non-canonical. Can we have all of our non-canonical episodes of us just being 6 and 8-year-olds from now on?
Well, this wasn't the original idea, but I like how it's going, so I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Okay, so what
was
happens?
the original idea? I'm curious.
So, as this grows, Oswald, you start feeling as your person, as one would say in The Grinch, your heart grew 2 times. You start feeling warm and fuzzy, and you start feeling, because the holiday season was very alone for you. Remi kind of just fell into your ghost of Christmas past. And she kind of warmed you up a little bit, actually. She made you feel like you belonged, that you were a part of something, and that there was really no reason for you to fully hate a holiday when it was the people that you were around that ruined it for you and not the holiday itself. Little Remi comes back, and as little Remi comes back, Oswald, you feel yourself going from that 30 feet that you decided to go into right before she left. You start shrinking down, and you start shrinking and shrinking, and now there's 2 8-year-olds.
I want to be
Next to
6.
There's a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old.
Why the fuck am I down here now?
I told you. And then she points at the snowman. She's like, "Look at how big it is."
That's what she said. River in the background, that's what she said.
I look at Winston, I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Winston ain't there, bitch.
Oh, I thought he was.
So River, no, it was literally just me, you, Michael, and Remi. That's it. So,
All right, well, I yell into the ether. Winston, I know this is your fault, you asshole.
I just look at him and I'm just like, who's Winston? I'm going
Wait, this is
full
current Remi,
6-year-old. Yes,
This
but
is
I know, but I'm enjoying being 6-year-old Remi.
Okay.
Remi's just like everything was innocent now.
Before the war.
I'm going to go deal with some other unhealthy shit over here.
And she's like, she looks over to Oswald and she's like, okay, now that we've had our Krift mac and cheese, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start building a snow puppy. Yeah, snow puppy. And then she's
So, as you guys go and do that, River looks over at Michael and she goes, I don't know what the fuck to do with this.
I can't handle kids.
I mean,
I turn to them and I go, we're not kids. What's wrong with you?
I
All
kicked
right,
Michael in the shin.
Oswald kicks Michael in the shin.
Shield. No.
How you're working here, bitch? Have fun.
Oswald, for a split second, turns back into a grown adult and then back into a kid.
Michael, how would you say you would spend your Yule normally?
Really wandering the streets, just kind of enjoying what he sees around him, but
Okay,
not really
so-
knowing what he's supposed to do because he doesn't really have
Right.
anybody.
Right as Oswald kicks you in the shin, all three of you, yeah, you made that plot point. Good job. All three of you, so you, Remi, and Oswald all fall into, like, Michael, you're still your size, like, you're still present day Michael, and now you're in the street. Would you be in, like, the middle district? Would you be in the lower district hanging out? Like, where would Michael be on Yule?
On Yule, he'd be probably at the upper district, next to the
Okay.
fanciest places that you'll ever find.
Okay, so Remi, you would notice some. You would make sense of some of these places. Actually, some of these seem familiar to you. You basically all fall on top of one another, and so Michael, you now have a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old just like climbing on top of you like a jungle gym, and now you are in the upper district of Eden.
Is there a Lego store?
Wait, no, it's got to be like a Mego store.
Oh, right. I forgot we're doing the non-copyright thing. Is there a Mego store?
How about this? Not Mego, Wago, because we're kids.
I'm rolling every time you change it. I keep rolling, and Lego got a 2, Wago got a 2, but the other one's got an 11 and a 10. So
There's a Mego and then there's a Wago, but they're two completely different stores.
How about just Build-A-Block? That's what it's called. It's just called Build-A-Blocks because, it's a very boring future.
except they're like all magnetized, so it's just kind of like a click, 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 click situation.
Oh,
That'd be
they're
dope as fuck.
They're like those
Next.
Yeah, the kinetics.
Yeah.
Oh, I had those as a kid.
Those were great.
Those were great.
Yeah.
I like those.
So there is a store like that, and it's all like, but all the stores right now are closed because it
Doesn't
is
matter.
Yule.
Oswald's at the window.
All right.
Same with Michael. Michael will be at the window looking at all the cool stuff inside.
I imagine as a 6-year-old child, Remi is also staring in at this window.
It looks like the Christmas Story, where they're all those kids are just lined up against the window.
Mm-hmm. Remi has
Look,
her
guys,
face
through the magic
smushed.
of roleplay, the door's unlocked. We can go in. This isn't canon. We can do whatever we want.
That didn't work. It's not open. You can't go in.
You want to bet?
Thought I'd
goes and grabs a rock.
I rolled an 11, bitch. If you can roll higher than 11.
Is it just
Michael
a flat
goes
roll?
and grabs a rock.
Yep. You gotta do a flat roll.
All right, I'm doing a flat roll since I'm the one that wanted to get in.
Damn it.
That is a 7.
Damn.
You did not.
I rolled a 3.
Look, guys, the door's still locked. Weird.
Man, I hate this because I have to come up with a voice too, and I'm like, I cannot do a kid
reset the
voices.
scene. Reset the scene. Reset the scene.
All the way back to when you were flopped over to the Mego store. Which scene?
Or just like what we're doing as we walk into Michael's past Yuletide.
How old is Michael in this past?
Right now, he's currently his age. He has not changed yet.
Okay.
It's kind of like a Christmas past, Christmas present sort of situation, if you're understanding.
The Christmas
Yeah, I get it.
before he was taken by Astoria.
I was the depressing past. Michael is the depressing present.
Oh,
And
dear
then I'm
God.
guessing River or Remi is going to be the depressing future.
But I am the one who is just jolly.
No, Remi is the Lorax of the situation.
I am
I
the
am the
Lorax. I
Lorax. I speak for the trees.
trees.
The trees are speaking Vietnamese.
Oh my God.
Fucking
I
for some
fucking
fucking
love
reason.
this. I fucking love this. I love the fact that I am the equal to the Lorax.
So, yeah.
That is calling the Lorax too.
Yeah, so, in Michael's past, you notice he's not in a house at like River was. He was outside. He's still in like the snow. He's watching like all of the lights and everything, but you can tell he's not with people.
Are there people walking around us?
It's literally it's
Oh, it's like sad
feels-
Charlie Brown, depressing, walking around at night.
Yeah.
Like he's walking around at midnight type thing. No one's really
Yeah.
around.
Ooh,
everyone's with their family. No
what a
one's
mood.
Family?
Yeah.
What's that?
Family, I hardly knew her.
Literally.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
so that's sort of what's going on right now. The lights of the stores are still like the like signs on them are still lit up, but like the insides are closed. They closed probably 2 days ago for Yule because in this future we understand workers' needs, and maybe they'll need like more than a day off to be with
Family
their
is
family.
more important than making money.
Yeah,
This sounds
there's
like a fictional future to me.
it's some
Okay.
weird capitalism gimmick. I don't know.
Okay, as we see this, we watch this, and I elbow 8-year-old Oswald, and I'm like, I think that guy needs some cheering up.
I mean, what do you want to do?
Well, the best thing that I always remember from when I was a kid, as she's a child, is that if the best way to spread Christmas cheer is snowball fights.
See, I like hot chocolate myself. Do I still have my dimensional rift?
You have no powers in here.
And I
Or no
run
dimensional rift? Got it.
I
So
run
no-
up towards Michael, and I have a snowball in my hand, and I'm just like, hey, mister, can you solve an issue for us? We need to figure out who's better at a snowball fight. And as
Before
she
you even finish that, a snowball lands right on your face.
well, I was gonna like place a snowball in his hand, plus I ran away from you, so it would be on the back of my head.
Yeah, but little Oswald's a dick,
That's
so
correct.
he's gonna throw
That's
a snowball
correct.
at you.
So she places it in his hand, and she goes, you! And then she whips a snowball at Michael right in the knee, and she's like, "Our ass!" And then she runs over to like the park and then starts flailing snowballs over at Michael.
Now,
All right.
Remi, the more you run around, the more things start to look more and more familiar to you because we are in the upper district. Not sure if Remi would clock that as a 6-year-old child.
Probably not. She probably doesn't care.
Okay.
This is before she got depressed and anxious.
Can't relate. So, Michael, what do you do?
I'm going to find a spot, like a area to, like a trash can or something, and hide behind it and start making as many snowballs as he can.
Neener, neener, neener.
I want to say that, like, for me and Remi, like that little team up that we're doing right now, I'm the one making the snowballs. She's the one throwing them.
Okay.
Like, here, I have more ammo for you.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Ready, aim, launch.
I give a very exaggerated salute, like only an 8-year-old could.
That only little kids do.
Gonna reach out into my pocket and grab a slingshot just for snowballs.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Have you never seen those?
I have.
Just like the fact that you're like, I pull out my slingshot.
I pulled my specialized thing for this very occasion. Through the power of role play.
Okay, then I say I have a snow bazooka launcher.
I will not allow that.
I have a snow
Little
nuke.
do you know, Michael is always prepared.
That is also not allowed. He is allowed one slingshot because there's 2 of you and 1 of him, and I believe that is fair.
I turn to Oswald and I go, we must do the absolute protocol. And then as she flips up a snow button, she's like, we must press it at the same time. At the count of 3, we will self-destruct.
button?
We'll self-destruct this whole snowboard. And it's like snow mound, but like kid imagination. It's a snow mound.
Okay.
And we will go down with the ship.
Oswald, the 8-year-old, is just like, yeah, I'm too smart for this, so no. I'm just gonna keep throwing snowballs. And then I just like lob one over.
She's like, Oswald, just play along.
Fine.
These things are launching at you.
She's like, okay, get my arms ready. She's like, it's time to double fist this bitch. And then she starts like, hoop, 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 like just throw it like the elf, like Buddy the Elf, but slower.
Much slower.
But in her mind, she's going 1,000,000 miles per hour.
So, as the snowball fight continues, the lights around Eden, so were dim when you first came in, start to brighten up and start to add a little bit more Christmas cheer, a little bit more happiness. And Michael, as you are throwing snowballs at these kids and just like lifting your spirits a little bit more than what they could have been, you notice that you actually start shrinking as well. And you get really, really small, but I'll say that your age is probably stopping around 11 rather than 8 or 6.
Boo.
I still have to come up with a voice, though.
Oh
That's
my
perfect.
god. Why are we all
No
so
problem.
cute?
I don't know, man. I wish I could do a Morty voice. I really do.
Oh, jeez, Morty.
Oh, geez, Rick.
Oh, jeez, Rick. I don't think that's a very good idea, Rick. You know, I mean,
Rick, I don't think this is a good idea.
I fucking love Rick and Morty. Oh my god.
What's the thing
My
he says?
cheeks fucking hurt so bad.
What's the thing he says where it's like, just pack your shit up in a bag.
All I can think about right now, for some reason, even though it's like not Morty adjacent, but it's Rick and Morty adjacent, is hello, it's me, Mr. B6, look at me. That's all I can think about right now.
I found the entire quote. It's, well, then get your shit together, get it all together and put it in the backpack, all your shit, sew it together, and if you gotta take it somewhere, you know, just take it to the shit store and sell it, or put it in the shit museum. I don't care what you do, just gotta get it together. Get your shit together. I love that quote.
So, Michael, you stop around age 11, and
Yes.
all of a sudden, everybody's back in that snowy field with a 20-year-old River, and River is surrounded by an 11-year-old, an 8-year-old, and 6-year-old, and River's just like, this is awkward.
I imagine each time, because we kind of disappear, we just pop back into place, and it's like 2 seconds later, and like we just pop into existence, and it's like a noise every single time that we come back.
So
yeah.
Wow.
I kick her chin.
I demand that popping noise every single time that you say, all right, you guys come back in.
Yeah, I kick River in the shin.
River's like, what the fuck? Dude, you might be small, but I can still fucking take you. What the fuck?
Slingshot snowballed straight to the River's face.
What the fuck? I don't like this. I don't like being ganged up on.
Then stop acting like a fucking child, River. God.
I put my fists up and I'm like, all right, well then, you gotta put him up. All right, you gotta fight. I'll take you down. And I kick her in the shin again.
How many fucking kindergartners can you take on?
Actually, I did that test. I can take on about 26 before I can go down.
I believe I remember this conversation. I can do like 24 or 25.
Okay. So, River, like, is holding her shin. She goes, what the fuck, Oswald?
I'm 8. I have an excuse.
What's your excuse when you're not 8?
That I'm not 8, and I wouldn't do it.
I've seen you punt things very far with that leg, so no, it's not.
I'm still jumping around with my fists up like a fighter.
You have one. Oh, I need to make it canonical. I need to make it very clear. Oswald, you do have both hands in this thing, only because you were making snowballs, and I realized you making snowballs with one hand would be a little bit difficult.
Plus I'm 8, so it wouldn't make sense for 8-year-old me to not have a hand.
I just thought it would be funny if you had one hand up in the air and the other one was a nub.
I march up to an arm's length distance from River, and I look at her without even blinking, and I just hold up an arm, and I'm like 2 inches away from touching her, and I'm like, I'm not touching you.
River holds on and takes your wrist in the movement of a mother where she has this is not her first fucking rodeo with a child, and at that moment when she grabs your wrist, Remi, everything changes, and this is probably one of the more darker settings of them all.
You mean more depressing than making Krift mac and cheese with only one light on?
I think yours was very fun.
Or walking alone around at midnight, and hoping that you see some semblance of a family so that you can pretend that it's yours.
That's pretty much what it was.
On this boulevard of broken dreams.
Okay, Kyle, you need to get off that thread.
Don't know where it leads.
Okay, so everything gets really dark and quiet once River holds your wrist, Remi. And little Remi notices all around her the floorboards underneath her feet are creaky. The air is damp. This is the first place in this area that feels cold and dark. And you see other kids running around the house. They all look really dirty. They all look really pale and frail, but they look like they're keeping their shit kind of together. And as River slowly turns around, she slowly goes from a 20-year-old. She doesn't shrink that much. She shrinks maybe a little bit, but all her other like more matured assets definitely soften down to what looks to be a 16-year-old. And at this point, she does have her dreads back. Her eye makeup is a little bit darker. It's not as soft as it was. And as the kids run behind her, she lets go of your hand, Remi, and she turns around to the kids running. And she goes, "Hey, stop that! You can't run in here. You know what they'll do to you." And they go, "Yes, River." And they like stop, and she goes, "All right, you brought me to my last home. All right, okay." Oswald, Michael, and Remi, what are your minds going to with this sort of situation?
So,
I mean,
Remi,
as soon as River said, "Don't run," I start running around in a circle.
So Remi kind of takes the situation and she's like, "Oh, so the ultimate Christmas Grinch. Got it, Winston, got it." And then
Remi, and she gets down on your level because she knows how to talk to children. You have to remember she was very good at this. She went, "Do you know what's going on right now?"
I go, "Yeah, you're in the depressing Astoria facility and it's nothing but sadness around here."
This is not the Astoria facility. This was the last foster home I was in before I turned 18.
Oh, really? Because it doesn't look any different than an Astoria facility.
I mean,
yeah, it doesn't really
does.
look much different than an Astoria facility.
No, I mean, it does. It does a lot because the Astoria facility was gross and hospitalized. This is a dark home
kid over
in the
there
lower
is
district.
in a corner.
Oswald picks up his foot and you see like a half of a PB&J stuck on the bottom of his foot because the kid just left it there.
And he goes, River's just like, "Yeah, this is my last foster home. This was the one I was in before I was kicked out." And you'll notice there's no Christmas decorations. There's no sign of Christmas anywhere. If any of you look outside, it's the lower district, so there really isn't any cheer or happiness going on. The house next door, who actually have children and they're happy to have children, they're like an actual family, actually seem to be having a decent time. They're all like smiling and around the fire and eating the food that they were able to scrounger up. But this is kind of, in the best like pop culture terms, this is kind of like the Tiny Tim sort of section. And River's like, "Yeah, this was my home. And I know you're going full child on me right now, Remi, but I would very much enjoy to be back in normal areas of Eden."
Well,
And right as River says that, this very overweight man, probably in his mid-30s, comes out and he goes, "There you are, Joy. Why aren't you cooking for the kids?" Because I've already fed them. Ricky, go back to sleep. I've already fed them. You don't feed your own children. You need to get out of here. You don't even help us celebrate the stupid holiday that's going on right now. That's your job. That's not my job. You're drunk, Ricky. Shut up, bitch.
I run up and I kick him in the shin.
I walk up to him and I'm like, "You're a tootie head."
Is there a music player around?
He looks down. Let's see. No.
Damn.
There's literally nothing around. It's very cold, very dark. There's like one couch in the corner that has rips coming out of it. It's a very do-nothing, very not sterile environment, not clean environment at all. And River just goes... Well, actually, Ricky first looks at you, Remi, and goes, we got another one? I guess I'll tell Marianne about it. Goes,
I kick him in the other shin.
Goes, touch me again, kid. Fucking do it. And
I put my fist up and I'm like, yeah, let's go.
River comes by and goes, no. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to teach them. You know how they are when they first come. And he goes, yeah. Get that one together. And he walks away. And River...
I scared my cat. She ran away from me.
She's like, Mother.
Mother chose violence today.
I thought it was me that chose violence, but no.
'Twas I that chose the violence, but turns out 'twas also Mother.
So River goes, all right, Remi, how do I get out of here? Because it's not going to get better from here. I promise you.
I look into River's eyes, and then a tiny itty bitty child hand pats River's face, like tut tut, and she's like, "Do not worry, child, for I shall save you." And then she jumps up onto. Is there any like furniture around?
There's a ripped couch that's far in the corner.
Okay, she runs over to the ripped couch and she's like, "Okay, gather around, everyone, even you, Tiny Tom." I assume that there's like a tiny child over there who looks like his name is Tom.
His name is definitely Earl, but he will follow.
And she's like, "Now listen, I'm going to tell you the story of the first ever Yuletide." And then she begins to explain the history of Yuletide and why it's important and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, "And now we are going to sing one of the best Yuletide songs that we have been able to save since the beginning of this new era."
Do you know that
Sing.
Well, that's okay. I have enough Christmas cheer to sing for everybody, unless you feel like joining in, so be it. And then she starts to like, she's like, "And this song has been saved. It is one of the only few Christmas songs that they've been able to save since...
Yuletide songs?
Or Yuletide songs that they saved since before the war." And she like looks off in the distance and she's like, "And this is one of the greatest Christmas songs ever. They don't even know who the artist are Yuletide songs because they don't even know who this artist was. That's how important it is.
Not a copyrighted song."
And then she's like, "Ahem." And then she's like, "Are you gonna stop me before I do some copyright shit?"
Okay, I'm just...
Imagine she starts singing a non-copyrighted Christmas of "All I Want for Yuletide, this is what..."
River's like, all right, Remi. And she just puts your head in her chest. She's just like singing to that. Singing to my flat card, no titty chest. It's all right. Okay. All right. Shh, honey. Honey, shh. It's okay. There's a kid that's like next to River, and he just goes, "Hey, River, I'm really happy that you're here, even if this isn't really a Yuletide for us." And River just looks at the kid with a full Remi in her no tits. And she goes, "Oh, thank you, Alex." All right, Remi, you have to shut up. You can't sing when you're older, and you can't sing as a child. Who knew?
Did it at least bring you some Christmas cheer?
It brought me cheer when you stopped.
And I will sing again!
No! Remi! I can't even kiss you to shut up because you're a child. Remi!
That's called pedophilia, River, and that's not cool.
You are correct. I'm very proud you learned that as a 6-year-old. Thank you. If anyone ever makes you uncomfortable, please stop that shit right away. So, as the night goes on, you guys start understanding more and more of why River probably was not the biggest fan of Yule, and you guys can try and figure out how to make her feel a little bit better so you guys can get out of this. But right now, singing copyrighted Christmas songs is probably not the way to go.
So Oswald would know what her favorite like snack or like cookie or something like that is, right?
I mean, yeah, but you don't have your snack pockets right now, and that's not going to get her to...
I know, that's not what I was going for.
I will say you were on the correct track.
Yeah, because like I was gonna say that like I'm gonna like scour through the kitchen to see what ingredients I can find to throw some shit together, and then I like gesture to Remi to like come over, and I whisper in her ear like, "All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make Christmas snacks for River." And I gesture to Michael to come over too.
Krift mac and cheese?
Last resort.
Okay, fine.
Now we can't fuck this up, okay?
Where did the lisp come from?
I don't know.
Keep the lisp. Keep the lisp. One of
Wait,
y'all
does he have braces?
Does
Well,
Michael
yeah,
have
he's
braces?
11. That would make sense.
To be honest, I've never had braces a day in my life.
Yeah, neither have I.
That's
Neither
fair.
have
I
I.
haven't either.
So,
A lisp.
natural lisp.
Okay.
Natural lisp.
Okay.
I put my hand in the center.
So, Oswald, I rolled an 18 to see if there was actually the ingredients in there, because you have to remember what kind of situation they was living in, so food was a little bit hard. But yeah, you actually did find everything you would need to make like cookies and cute little Christmas gifts and stuff.
Given that we're children, I think that we're gonna make some, like, they're gonna taste fine, but they're gonna look seriously fucked up like Santa, but like,
River's
Santa got stepped on.
River's going to help you. Like, River's still going to be around and be like, "Hey guys, yeah, no, I'll reach and grab stuff for you and like help you out and stuff."
I was thinking it was more like
As she's like jumping up to reach something, and she's like, "Okay, I need your help."
River's like, "Yes, I know."
I was thinking it was more of like a surprise type thing. Like River's dealing with the kids, so like we're kind of off doing our own thing. And then if we want to grab something tall, like that's high up, Michael, since he's taller, can like hold us up on his shoulders or something.
So you don't want River to help you?
No.
Okay.
I just put up my finger to River and I'm like, "Be right back." And then I gesture to the others.
River looks at Alex and is just like, "Do you think I should be worried about that?" And Alex goes, "Absolutely."
I'm definitely gonna say that I'm gonna come back like without an eyebrow or some bullshit like that, because like I burned myself somehow. So
All right, so you guys come back with the Christmas snacks probably maybe what felt like an hour later. And you made some questionable shaped looking cookies, and the brownies are a little bit crispy on top, but they're still edible. And are there any other treats you guys would have wanted to make?
Now we make the Krift mac and cheese.
Yes!
We make apple cider.
There is no
Warm
Krift
cider.
in the cabinets.
Okay, but what about Cruft? It's a knockoff of Krift.
No, it'd be Velveeta.
Cruft
Velveeta.
isn't.
Smell Vita.
Yeah.
Whichever generic one you guys want, it will be in there.
Okay, let's do Belvita.
Oh, Belvita.
Yeah, Belvita. Make some of that too, so we have like a dinner and desserts.
What about
Okay,
pudding?
so
Could we make pudding?
Can we make what?
It's
Pudding.
really basic. There's only really basic ingredients. There isn't like stuff to make like custards and other
You don't have
stuff.
to, just like the powder pudding stuff that you can go get.
Oh,
from
the
dollar
powdered
store?
pudding stuff. I was thinking
Yeah.
like bread pudding. Yeah, there's stuff
No.
for that pudding. Yes, there is.
So we're basically making a whole Christmas feast right now.
Yes,
Dope.
but mainly it's all sugar. It's all sugar stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
except
sugar
for
and carbs.
except for the Belvita. Nothing like some Krift and Belvita, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
You gotta get some
So-
sprinkles though in the pudding.
Agreed. Oh, can we do is there food coloring too?
No.
Damn.
I'm
I was
not
gonna
giving
say
you
we
guys
can make.
food coloring.
I was gonna say we can make the Belvita like
Fucking
like Christmas
green and
colored.
Green.
So it
Green
turns
Velveeta?
brown when you eat it.
Well, if you did green, it'd be like a bright yellow color, like a disgusting yellow color.
Like a bright lime green.
Already more yellow than it is. It goes from cheese yellow to neon yellow,
Oh my
looking
god.
positively radioactive. Anyway, yeah, so we make a whole Christmas feast.
Okay, so, as you guys are finishing up, how do you get River to come to the kitchen while she's taking care of the other kids?
I kick her in the shin and run.
Oh my gosh.
River looks at you and goes,
Okay, I have an idea.
okay.
Gonna grab a bunch of I don't know how many cups or whatever she has, but I'm gonna grab all the cups and fill them all with different increments of water and try to play Carol of the Bells off
Give
of
me a
the water.
performance check, motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Let's fucking do it. What is my performance? I know it's good. All right, there is no performance. What the fuck you want me to roll?
There is, isn't there?
No.
I thought there was. I'm going to your character sheet. Allie, there's no
No,
performance.
there's a presence. Roll
Do
presence.
the presence check. Do the presence check.
Where's my present? Okay, +7. Oh shit. 23?
Damn, you did that really well, dude.
As he's doing that, Remi is singing, "Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done."
That's
ding,
literally
fries are
what
done."
popped into my head. Oswald
So-
definitely chimes in.
River picks up Alex and goes, all right, let's see what they're up to. And walks into the kitchen of already made food. And she goes, guys, did you do all this? You're so smart.
to have like a Christmas feast.
Oh.
We've got
We
some.
use the Belvita.
We got Velveeta. We got Christmas cookies. We got, and then she like points over to like a half-eaten candy cane, and she's like, candy canes.
I would like to point out the cookies are like really fucked up, like oddly shaped.
Oh yeah, I'm aware. River is aware. She's all right.
The Velveeta is
So-
perfect though. It's not like watery or anything. It's like absolute chef's kiss.
Just looks really green.
I said that there was no food coloring, so it does not look green.
Damn.
Damn it. I thought she would ignore that.
I did not.
Allie
I am
doesn't know
here.
how to handle this.
I have handled much harder things. Giggity.
I would like to start a petition for there to be food coloring. All in favor, say aye.
Put it on Twitter.
Aye.
I
Okay,
voted.
you guys rolled a 2 for food coloring, so I'm gonna say no.
I want to
rolled
roll
19
against that.
for food coloring.
I'm gonna roll insight against that to see if you're lying to me. That's a 20, Allie. Are you lying about the food coloring?
No.
There was a 66% chance that you
That's a
food
D,
coloring.
motherfucker. That's a D.
Yes,
Get
and
degrees, not D's.
that's
Yeah, our community college let me pass with all D's. I just want to remind you.
Yeah, but as soon as I went to UMBC, they were like, that doesn't count. And I was like, that's fair.
66% chance. I passed. And
Anyway, so there's no food coloring. We got
There's no food coloring.
we
it's
got
still,
DM.
like it's still like a weird yellow color because it's off-brand.
Yeah. Has like a weird
Yeah,
orange tint to it.
fine.
Instead of
Fine.
fake yellow, it's fake. Yeah, it's fake orange.
That's even worse.
Oh dear God! It's like Cheeto dust flavor.
Ugh. You know they make
So-
Cheetos Kraft mac and cheese.
Yes,
I
and
saw that the
Yeah,
other day,
I
and I was
saw
actually really
that.
tempted.
disgusting.
I
I
almost
saw
threw up in
that.
my mouth.
I did. I almost
I was
threw
tempted.
up.
I was
like,
tempted,
I'm
I'm
not
so
gonna lie.
pissed.
I made it. Don't do it. I
Okay,
think
yeah.
it's all.
At least we
Don't
have
do
we
it.
have a review. We have a
Yeah.
review.
You heard it
Okay.
here,
Anyway.
folks.
So yeah, we
Okay.
present the feast. What does River do?
River starts like she puts down Alex and immediately just starts tearing up a little bit, and she goes, "No one's ever done something like that for me before." And as soon as like the single tear starts falling from River's eyes when she like looks at all of you, all of us return back into the field, and River kind of in the most 2000s, early 2000s way of explaining it, she glomped all of you. Y'all remember glomping?
Yes, I do. Unfortunately.
What is that?
It's just an aggressive hug.
Oh, okay.
A bear hug.
Yeah, she just sort of wraps everybody in a hug, and she just starts crying, and she's just like, I love all of you so much, and you're all so great, and I'm so happy that you're my family. And the goddess is very tired of hearing gunshots in the background during this very lovely moment because of Will.
I pull out food coloring from my pocket. It was here the whole time.
Everybody wakes up.
Oh, jeez, Rick, I should have pulled out that food coloring earlier. That really would have saved the mac and cheese.
I'm really-
Jeez, Rick.
I'm really upset because James made River like a 3-year-old during her dreamscape episode. So at some point I will make us all children because I made River talk like this and say motherfucker in this voice, and I just thought it was A+. Okay. So after that wonderful hugging moment of a found family coming together, everybody wakes up in the living room. Winston is sitting in the center of everybody, just sort of waiting for you to wake up. And he goes, good morning. Did you have a nice nap? Oswald, you don't seem as grumpy. Oswald, you don't seem as grumpy anymore. That's nice. Oh, Remi, did you sleep well?
Like a baby.
So you all learned something very important about one another.
Yeah, that we all had like really shitty childhoods.
Really traumatic backgrounds. Yeah, yes. But that alone has brought you together as a family, and I believe it's time to embrace that. It's time to be around people that you love and to forget about everything awful that has happened. Because awful things will happen in your life, yes, and everything can be rather traumatic. But when you find a group of people that you love and you know you are meant to be with, that all changes. And I think everybody here has something special. Even you, new guy. I'm going to have quite a time with you once this is canonical. I can't wait for that.
You can call me Michael.
I prefer new guy.
Oswald points to Michael and says, new guy.
God damn it.
The real lesson here is, yes, family is great. Yes, your friends will help you and everything. But I think I found the true meaning behind all of this. Is that I found something that fixes things better than duct tape. And then she pulls out a box of Krift mac and cheese.
I was literally about to do that.
And she's like, clearly, this is the duct tape that holds us all together. All hail the Krift.
The question is it the spiral Krift mac and cheese?
It is the Shrek Krift mac and cheese.
That's even better.
In this case, it's
I
not
get to making like 2 boxes worth of it just because there's a lot of people here.
In this case, it's not the Shrek. It's called Shrek.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Shrek the Augury.
Yeah, Shrek the Augury.
Lives in a swamp.
In true Yule fashion, in true Yule fashion, as Remi holds up that fucking box of Krift mac and cheese, everyone's staring at her very weirdly, but there is a large bowl of it for Yule Miss dinner, or Yuletide dinner, whatever we fucking want to call this mess.
You decided to do this.
We hope you have a happy holidays, everybody.
This is your fault, Allie.
Happy Yule Miss, everyone!
Happy Yule Miss.
Happy Yule Miss.
Have a good holidays, everybody. I hope it's not as traumatic as this, and I hope you get some Krift mac and cheese, motherfuckers. We out.
Dude, it's gotta be the Shrek Krift. If it's not the Shrek Krift, then you're going wrong.
Ciao.